Hi everybody, Elizabeth here at Petals and Parchment. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm doing an in-person video because this is the final video of the Reflective Rolodex, and I wanted to make sure to show my face even though I'm super nervous about it. And thank you all for joining me on this crazy adventure that I was on this year, doing a different Rolodex card every single week. And this is what I ended up with, which is a body of work that I'm quite proud of. And I hope if you followed along that you're very proud of yours too. So it was really important to me that I show up every week and try a new technique, and it has been such a privilege and a wonderful experience to explore our art practices together and talk about mindfulness moments and gratitude. And so I thought what we could do is start out by going through the cards one by one, and then I can just tell you a little bit about what's in store next, and to thank you for going on this journey with me. So let's get into it. I'm gonna switch you down to the desktop view now so that you can see my cards as I flip through them and I tell you about what's happening in 2026. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Let's get to it. I thought it would be meaningful to do a final flip through of all the cards that we created together. Each and every week had its own story, a challenge, and a personal victory for me. This project really stretched me and taught me so much. All of the cards down here are in order, but the two that I'll start with are up here, which I think this was in May, and this is my favorite card, Watch Me Grow. And that's exactly what I did with this project. It taught me so much, and I learned a lot about myself in the last year doing this with you. I think this was in July, and it was really three-dimensional, so I opted to store it in the top there. These are going all the way back to January. This was the very first card. And this one has a little secret nestled inside, but that's friendship. And I remember now this was a fortune that I got in Fortune Cookie. I haven't looked at any of these since I did them. This was February. It's actually really fun to go back and look at these. This is another one of my favorites. We're into March now. I tend to work in seasons. Bent the petals a little. There we go. I like this one. I do have some news while I'm flipping through these. I think we're into April now, April showers. I will not be continuing the Rolodex next year. This was a one-year project, and I did consider continuing, but to be honest, holding myself to this stringent weekly posting schedule was very difficult for me and my family at times, and I realized I don't need to hold myself to a weekly posting schedule anymore. I do still want to share videos here and there, just not necessarily every week. I'm really excited to focus on new creative adventures. I'm excited to find out what 2026 has to hold. Because I put so much of myself into this project, it was just a one-time thing, but we can always go back and revisit the videos at another time. This one looks kind of burnt. That's cool. I love this one. Thank you to anyone that posted one of their completed cards in the Facebook group or left a comment on one of the videos to encourage me. And I'm just really proud of myself for getting it done, and I'm proud of you too. I'm proud of you for showing up for yourself, for taking a few minutes each week to listen to your heart and to slow down and to create art just for you. I hope that you've enjoyed this process as much as I have. And I hope that you're looking forward to what's ahead as much as I am. Is the entire set of cards. Thank you for going through them one by one with me and listening to my reflections on the experience. And I thought before we go, it would be fun to do a final card together. One last card to close out the year, and ending on a note of creativity just feels right. That's after all what got us through the 52 weeks. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up and I'll meet you back here to do one more card together. Okay, I'm back and I've chosen this black substrate, and for me, New Year's and looking ahead is black, gold, and white. I was always in the hospitality industry and that was just sort of always the colors, so I'm gonna go with that, and I'm just gonna use some metallic watercolor to sort of amp up the celebration vibe of the card, and I'm just gonna freehand some lines in the back. I'm thinking about what the possibilities for next year are and getting excited and starting to think of goals. So I think I'm gonna forego a resolution this year and just try to relax and enjoy the ride and stop taking everything so seriously. This is more sparkly than white, isn't it? I might have to come back in with a paint marker when this is dry to get my white, or maybe it will take a few coats. I'm not sure, but it is looking pretty already. Whoops. I'll do 2 lines at the bottom since I messed that up. I'm gonna let this dry, and then I think I'll go over the lines with white paint marker. That's a little more in line with what I pictured. While that dries, I'll show you. Let me back up a little bit. I created this sheet of numbers, a bunch of random numbers on here, and then I did also do like a balloon set of 2026. So I'm just gonna cut out some of these numbers for 2026, and then I'm gonna glue them on the card, but I will put these in the Google Drive folder as my last little farewell gift to you. I hope that you like them and can use them for your card if you'd like. Let me get my numbers cut out and I'll meet you back here. I'm back and I've got all my numbers cut out, and I'm just gonna use some mounting tape to stick them to the card. You can ink around them if you want to. I'm not gonna do that. I already cut my mounting square into 4 tinier pieces. Ooh, but they're not small enough. Mayday, mayday. Bent my 2 there a little bit. It's best if you start in the middle and work your way out, but I forgot that tip. Okay, I'm gonna cut this before I take the stickers off. Okay, and then my last detail, I've got some goldish glitter paper and a little star shaped hole punch. And I'm just gonna cut out some star confetti and glue that down, make it a little bit more festive. I did find one of my old like diamond dot picker uppers, so that's gonna work great to transfer the stars to the project. So I'm going to put a little dot of glue where I want each of the stars, and then I'll just pick them up and lay them and we'll be good to go. This is my card for 2026. Looking ahead, I want to thank you once again for being a part of this journey with me. I'm so grateful for everyone who watched, commented, or quietly supported me. This chapter is complete, but I'm looking so forward to seeing what's next, and I'll see you in future videos. So here's to new adventures in 2026. And my friends, don't forget to stay crafty. Have a happy and prosperous new year, and until next time, bye.